Hey guys, it's me. So I am cooking a little bit for this week, so I was going to show you what I'm doing. But I just have some salmon here, and what I'm going to do with the salmon is I am going to put some cayenne on it because I love cayenne. So just do a little bit of that. I'm going to put some sea salt, and then I have coconut oil in the pan already, just a little bit in there, so that, as you can see, is in my pan. So I'm just doing it to season it, or to make it not stick. I don't do too much oil, just a bit. So I'm gonna do that, and then I am gonna throw my salmon right on it and cook that up. So you can see I have the salmon. So I get my protein with my high fat. Okay guys, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I got a pan and I just filled it with water, put a little bit of coconut oil in it, and I am going to cut up and throw these in there with half of a thing of mushrooms, and then the other half I'll do next Wednesday. Okay, guys, so what I'm gonna do is I took some lemons, and then with the bell pepper that I already cut up, doofus. Anyway, the bell pepper that I already cut up, I threw it all in here. I don't know if you can see it, and I'm sauteing it. And there's my salmon. And so I threw the extra in 2 bins. So I am going to make 2 salads. And with doing that, what I do is I squeeze the lemon in there, and it will actually keep the vegetables a little bit longer too, plus it tastes really good. So I will do that, and I'll even squeeze it and throw it in my saute because it tastes really good on there. And while I'm doing all this, I'm making homemade kombucha too, so it is back in there, but I'll show you guys my kombucha later. So I threw in some lentils in there as well on one of my salad dishes, so you guys know. And then my other salad dish, I threw in some tofu. So my protein is going to be lentils, which is a little bit higher carb. But then my other is going to be tofu, and then not doing any carbs with this. So it's going to be a strict salad. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with mixing up the salad, and then my vegetables are still cooking, and I'm gonna throw that with my salmon. Okay, so in my vegetable dish, look who's in the fridge. Hey Duke, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get out. So in this, I threw in some sauce, which is my peanut, it's Thai almond sauce. It's really good, and it kind of spices it up a little bit. So I did that, and then if you can see, there's my salmon. So I have 2 pieces of salmon, so it will be for Monday, Tuesday meal prep. So what I'm gonna do is just mix it together, and then I have a meal that's super yummy. I'll show you guys when I'm done. And like, again, it was pre-packaged. I didn't have to do anything except cut up a couple things, and that's pretty much it. So there is my 2 meals, and there's salmon down below it. So all I do is nuke it, and it's ready to go. I'll probably put some sauerkraut on it, and super yummy. Okay girls, so the next thing I do for my salad, and this will probably be probably for my tofu salad, because my lentil salad, lentils tend to, I believe, have a little bit more fat than tofu. So I'll probably go my tofu salad, is I make a little dish for my salad. So I do walnuts, and I do 1 ounce of walnuts. So I measure them, so I know I have 1 ounce of my fats. So as you can see, I have the little measuring thing. So I have 1 ounce, and then I put in my nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is super good, especially for your B vitamins. So I do 2 spoonfuls, you can see I put it in the little dish, of nutritional yeast. And I will make one for 2 days, so that way tomorrow, because I work late, my food is pretty much prepped for the next day and I don't have to deal with it. Then put a little bit more seasoning into my salad. So this is cumin, so I put cumin in here because it's excellent for you. It's really good for blood flow. So do that. So I will actually throw that on my salad. I will put some apple cider vinegar on there, and then I'll throw an avocado in there too, and that will be my one dish. So I will go over my food here in 1 second of everything that I have done, because I literally just went for a quick run outside and came back, and I got back in at probably, I would say I got back in about maybe 5 minutes to 9, and it's about 9:20. So I cooked all this food in a matter of that time. So for tomorrow, and I cook way more food to have more food just in case if I'm hungry. So I'd rather have more food so you have food to grab if you are hungry. So I made 2 salads. One has lentil, one has tofu in it. I made my little dressing top for one, and that has my walnuts, my nutritional yeast, and some cumin. Plus I have a avocado, and I will only do a half or a third depending on my FitnessPal what it says. So I have that for tomorrow, and then I also have made for tomorrow, just in case if I get hungry, I have cucumbers, I have celery, and I also have jicama. And then for dinner, I have my vegetables and salmon I made, and I have my spicy sauerkraut. I love this stuff, and it's so good for your gut. I will throw this in my salads, and you don't even need salad dressing because it's super spicy. And then remember this morning, if you watched, I made protein pancakes. So my breakfast is done too. So the only thing is that if I have time to do a workout in the middle of the day, I'll probably cut one of my meals, and I brought a protein shake just in case if I need that. So I'm always prepared. It's just who I am. I always have food. If you look at my refrigerator, I'll show you, it's a crazy hot mess. You can see it is like literally jam-packed with food. So we have flaxseed, egg whites, eggs, jicama. This isn't mine, that's my son's. Pepsi. Vegetables, bell peppers. I make homemade dog food for my dog, so he has his dog food. And then I have tempeh, and so I'm just filled with tons of stuff. And also what's super easy is going and getting tons of frozen vegetables. It makes my life super easy. And then my girlfriend just messaged me and she said, Jen, you have to go check this out. So I went and bought it, and it's called Cocoa Whip. She said you take some berries or your protein or whatever and you mix it, and it's like ice cream. And so I went and grabbed some at the grocery store, and it was, so it's only for 2 tablespoons. It is 30 calories, 2 grams of fat, 3 grams of carbs, and only 3 grams of sugar. Super, super yummy. So anyway, kind of had to block off the video in and out, so hopefully you guys get the gist. But I will talk to you later. Have a good night. Happy Sunday.